All right. I made up my mind. I will start with I made a poll on Reddit with which game I should start or which concept I should start, and I made up my mind. As I came up with the idea, I already thought about to start with Spelunky anyway, and the votes show that a lot of people, or at least a nice majority of people, are interested in Spelunky anyway. So I guess I will start with this game because I chose those games because I played them a lot, and I really mean a lot. And I know most of the concepts and most of the mechanics from the top of my head, in and out. And most of them I know how to do in Godot anyway. So for my first project, I want to keep the research down and start to get used to the whole concept and the whole project in total. So I guess I would start with Spelunky, with a Spelunky clone, and after that with Worms, because those two games are I am most comfortable with. And after that, let's see if I will pick something from the list, or if I drift off to a strategy game, to a real-time strategy game, or anything else. We will see. But first, let's tackle each game or each project one by one, and start with Spelunky. I did an outline of the scope, which I think are the key concepts of the game, which I really want to include in my clone. I don't want to do the whole game, but at least dwelling. If anyone, if someone is not familiar with Spelunky, Spelunky is a roguelike action platformer. So you start in those zones. The first zone is the dwelling, and after 3 levels, you go from bottom to top, from top to bottom, and after each zone, it repeats the dwelling for 3 zones, for example, and then the theme changes to jungle, to Icelands, to Egyptic style, but the concept is always the same. You have a procedurally generated map, which is made upon pre-designed rooms, or a small chunk of rooms. So not the whole map is made procedurally, but only the placement of those presets are made procedurally. As far as I can remember, there are 16 slots for each map, so 4 by 4, and you have a critical path. So it picks a random spot to start, then it goes right, left, or down, and repeats that until it reaches the bottom, and then it plays the end zone. And this is the critical path, which is guaranteed that the player can traverse, and the other parts of the map that are not occupied by the critical path are picked from random layouts, maybe a shop layout, maybe some trap rooms, some interesting spots. So the whole map generation is a part, or a big part, themselves. What else does this game have? This game has basic platformer mechanics, so the usual jumping, walking, gravity stuff. You have enemies that you can attack by jumping on top of their head, so like a Mario game. You have weapons, you have melee weapons and range weapons. You have modifier items that give you special traits like wall climbing, or a jetpack that helps you traverse the map more easily. What else? You have bombs, so that you can destruct the terrain. All tiles or almost all tiles are destructible, um, which is a key aspect of the game. So you don't only have the critical path that you can traverse without the need of bombs, but the interesting spots, the altars, the shops, or some high risk reward rooms are mostly or most of the time not directly traversable, so you have to bump into it with bombs or with other map mechanics. So this is a key aspect. So destructible terrain is a key aspect of the game. And different type of enemies. You have the basic enemies like snakes, or the I don't know the name of them, but basically there are, what's the English name for it? Stone Man, Stone Time Man. So yeah, they have different attack patterns, different idle patterns. There are spiders. So let's go through the list I want to achieve in this stream series. I don't know if I will only do the stream or if I will cut each highlight or each session into a small YouTube video as well. I will see how the first 1 or 2 sessions will go. So basically, let's sort my list. The map generation is a key aspect. Player movement, yeah, map destruction, I already told about it. Ladders is a very important aspect as well. So exit doors is yeah, how to end the level, how to go to the next level. Pick up gold and gems. So basically in the game you can pick up gold and gems and different value items that are placed on the map or inside of tiles, or sometimes enemies will drop them. There are destructible entities like pots, like chests, like crates that will also drop gold or value items. So there are bombs. I already told about the bombs. There are ropes. So you have 2 action items by default, which are the bombs and the ropes. The ropes will shoot directly in the air, or you can shoot a rope which will attach on the map, and then you can climb it like a ladder. So basically it's a way to reach maps that are not directly accessible by default. So you have to trade off by you have to trade off to either use a rope or waste a rope to access a part of the map, or you don't want to do it. So it's a game mechanic. It's a risk reward system kind of. So let's have a look. One moment, please. So what else? You have the shop. The shop is a very important aspect of the game. You have a small area where you can shop different items, different upgrade items, different weapon items, or items or general stuff. And there is a shopkeeper. And one key aspect of the shop is you can either buy the items. So you get a gold, you get a value items, and you can buy the items, or you can steal them. The downside for stealing them is, the upside for stealing them is you don't have to spend your money if you don't have the money, or if you don't want to spend the money. But the downside is there is a shopkeeper inside the shop, which starts to attack you when you steal from the shop. So it's not only the risk that the shopkeeper can kill you. It's also the downside that the shopkeeper will in the following maps, in the following stages, won't sell anything to you anymore. It will directly start to attack you. So if you steal once, I guess in the current in the newest version, you this automatically start attacking you will limit to the next 2 floors, I guess. But Yeah, it's a balancing issue. So basically, is if you steal the shopkeeper, if you attack the shopkeeper, it will directly start to attack you. So it's harder for future maps, for future levels, when you start to steal the stuff early on. So what else? The shotgun is yeah, it's a range weapon that shoots projectiles, so basic stuff. The bow weapon, it's basically a range weapon as well, but as far as I can remember, there is a trait for the bow. You don't have ammunition for the bow, so basically you have the bow. You can pick up the arrow and then you can shoot the arrow. And when you shot the arrow, you have to pick it up again to shoot again. So this is some mechanic to make the game harder. So what else? There are damsels, or how can I explain them? There is basically dogs. His name is Monty, but there are other pets as well. So basically, the pets are part of the map. They are placed somewhere on the map, and you can pick up the damsel or the dog or the pet or whatever you will name it, and can carry it to the exit. And when you carry it to the exit, you will gain a beneficiation. So for example, if you carry the dog to the exit, you will gain an extra heart for the next level. This is a key aspect, because to come by hearts or to come by health in the game is very hard, at least for the beginning. So you have to take the risk to carry the damsel to the exit, and don't try to kill it on the way, or protect it on the way to the exit. So because the damsel can start to walk into traps, can be attacked by enemies. You can throw the damsel to attack enemies. So you have different mechanics that affect the pets or the damsels in certain ways. So snake enemy, lizard enemy are just different type of enemies. Spider webs. There are spiders in the game, and there are spider webs. So basically, the spiders can create webs, or the designer for the layouts can place spider webs. And the mechanic of the spider web is that when you walk into it, you will get slowed down. So you have to get to push against the spider web to walk past it. And projectiles will get catched by the web, and enemies that walk into it will get slowed down or captured as well. So there are spikes. So basically the normal platformer spike mechanic, you have spikes on the ground, but the twist is in this game, because it's a very hard game, spike will kill you instant, no matter how much hearts or how much health you have. But you can walk onto the spikes when you climb below it. When let's say this is the spike. Let's say this is the spike, and you climb from bottom to it slowly. You can walk on the spike, no problem. Or if you climb on the spike by ladder or by rope, or if you float slowly by cape, you don't get damage as well. But if you fall on the spike, you will die instantly. And the same matters for enemies or for damsels. So when they fall on the spike, they will die as well. So you can use them for advantage, but you have to be careful that you don't waste your run because you didn't pay attention to the spikes. So the next key mechanic is the helping hand. I am not sure if I want to how I want to do them, or if I want to do them at all. So basically the helping hand is a friendly unit that partly walks on its own on the map and reacts with the environment. It can pick up weapon, it can shoot, it can die, it can do all the same stuff that you can do, but it will react on their own. So the cape is an item that lets you fall slower. Spike shoes is a mechanic that will make more damage for your jump attacks. The whip is the basic melee range weapon, let's call it that way. So basically, by default, you have, if you don't have any weapon attacked, you have the whip. The whip does 1 damage in front of you. So basically, it's the last resort weapon. If you can't jump on an enemy, you have to whip the enemy. And if you don't have anything else like bombs or like a weapon, you are basically screwed, let's say that way. Okay. The ghost is an enemy that there is a time limit on each level. So when you enter the room, you have to exit the room by a certain time. It's 3 minutes. Usually it's 3 minutes. And when the time runs out, the level doesn't end, but there is spawning a ghost. The ghost is a big enemy that floats towards you, and if it touches you, you instantly die. So it's sort of a time limit, but it's not a hard time limit, it's a soft time limit. So the jetpack is a modifier item that lets you float. Okay, throwing is a mechanic that is a core mechanic. So basically, you can pick up almost everything. You can pick up enemies that are stunned. You can pick up stones or pots or damsels or weapons or anything. You can pick them up and you can throw them. So you can use this as a range weapon or as a defense mechanism. So you can pick up a stone, you can throw it to an enemy, the enemy gets damaged. So basically, it's a one-way range weapon. So wall hanging, I put wall hanging on the list because it's not the same as wall climbing. You can hang on edges. So basically, you can hang on the edge of a map, of a tile, and basically this is it. You can hang on the edge of a tile, and you can pull yourself up, or you can let yourself fall down. The spike glove is the wall climbing mechanism. So wall climbing is not on by default. You have to pick up or buy the glove to do wall climbing. So breakable pots and chests, I already talked about them. Deterministic seeding. So basically, I want to guarantee that the map layout is deterministic. So it's random for every start, but when you enter the same seed, you will get the exact same result. Kali altar. So basically, there are I already told there are not only the main critical path rooms, there are special rooms as well. The altar is one of them. So the altar is a place you can place damsels, or you can place stunned or dead enemy bodies there, and then you will get a reward. So for example, when you place a dead enemy, you will get you have the chance to get an item, and you will get sacrificial points. So for example, a dead enemy gives 1 sacrificial point, a stunned enemy gives 3 sacrificial points, and so on. And when you have reached a certain amount of those sacrificial points, then a special event will happen. So I will get into more detail when it comes to this point. So okay, the next 3 stuff is are several kind of traps. So in the original game, you have arrow traps. So when you get a line inside of them, they will shoot an arrow, which damages you. You can set off the trap by throwing items into it, so you don't get damaged, and different ways to trigger those traps. The next one are arrow traps. So basically, this is a block. When you stand next to it or on top of it, it will push out a spike and damages you. And those spikes are timed that you have the chance to walk off or to jump off. So yeah, just different type of traps. And idle traps are special rooms. There is a high valued gem or high value pickup placed, and when you pick this value up, a trap will trigger. So, for example, the the roof will break, and the roof will break, and something falls onto you. So you have to pick it up quickly to not get crushed. So we're already at the bottom of our list. The next stuff is a two-way platform, so a very general platformer concept. You have platforms that you can jump through, but as soon as you jump, as you have jumped through, it becomes solid ground. So an example will be the mushroom clouds from Mario. There are one-way grounds or one-way platforms. The pickaxe is a weapon or an item that helps you to destruct the terrain. Like Minecraft, you can pick a tile and the tile gets destructed. So I will put this at the bottom of the list. A knockback is a key aspect, the key mechanic. So most of the stuff that damages you does as well knockback you. So be careful. And the last stuff, which is important. It's not important as a mechanic, but it's important for the style or for the feeling of the flair of the game. You have different changeable skins. So I included this on the list because I want to show off. I want to yeah to simulate or to create this mechanic that you can change the skin of your main player. Yeah, this is basically the game, or at least the key aspect of the game, and let's implement it, or let's at least plan how to implement it. I guess I will just create a new Godot project for this. Just for your notice, the art I don't I won't borrow any art from the original game for different reasons. I want to keep it as close to the original game as possible as I can do it, but I don't want to use the art of the original game. I will create the art myself and will keep it very similar to the style of the game, but it will not be the original assets. But we will see how it will turn out. So let's put this on the list. Yeah. Let's start a new Godot project. How will we call this game? Golunky? Spelunky clone? Let's call it Golunky. Why not? Okay, yes, this looks fine, great. All right, let's set up OBS. Let's turn this off, and I will be back in a few minutes, and then we will start with with creating the structure and setting everything up so that we can start developing the game. See you in 1 or 2 minutes. All right. So let's take a look with what we can start. So basically we can start with map generation, which is a nice way to start the project, or we can, yeah, to do player movement or to the player stuff, we have to have something to play on. So I guess I will start with map generation. So basically the map generation, and let's set up the project. At least the important stuff I always do. It's by naming my my layers. So I have this this workflow to name my physics layers, so that I will find my stuff more easily. So basically I have a general layer, I have a ground layer, I have a solid layer, which is basically the walls. So what else do I have? I have a unit layer, which is for movable units. What else do I have? Most of the time I have a trigger layer, which I use for triggers, and I have a projectiles layer, and what else? Pickup layer would be needed in this game. Triggers, units, solid, ground, general. What else? I think this is most of the stuff I will need for now. So render layers, I don't think that I will have that much of that going on in this project. So let's set up the window. Okay, this will be a 720p game, 1280 by 720. Resizable, yes. We can change this stuff later on if we need it. So mode, stretch mode, 2D, and keep. So what else do I need? Nothing for now. So okay, what else? No. Nothing in there. All right, let's tune something in here. I don't see anything that comes in handy at this point of the project. Okay, but the input map. I always create my own actions. So let's create the walk up, the walk down, left, right, then action fire. I need 1, 2, 3. Let's call it action fire and action jump. Call it action A, action B, action trigger left, trigger left, trigger right, and A, B. Then let's do an action cancel and yeah, this is basically it. As far as I can remember from top of my head. Let's set this up real quickly. The walk up is a W key or the up key, or the joy axis left stick up. Where are you? Left stick up. So the down is the S key, the down key, or the joy axis left down. The walk left is the A key, the left key, or the joy axis left left. All right. The walk right is the D key, or the arrow right key, or the joy axis left stick right. So action A. Action A is basically the jump key. So it's space, or alternatively it's the joy button. Let's do the Xbox controller. It's the A key on the Xbox controller. Xbox A. So the B is let's do shift, or was it E? We can change this later, but for the button it's the B key. Is it the B key? I think it's the B key. No, it's the X key on the Xbox. So you press the yes, it's the X key. Trigger left. Let's do Q here. And for the joypad button, it's the L. Is it L? Yes. And the same for the right side. It's the E key. And the R buttons on the controller. And for cancel, cancel is basically the third. Maybe cancel is a bad name. Let's call it action C for now. Can I resort this? Ah, I can. So basically, what else do we have left? Let's use R. And for the joy button, let's use the B key. So A, X, B. Do I need the Y key? We will see. Okay. So basically we did set up the input map and the project. And what else do I need? Always let's create a basic folder structure. We have the assets folder for all our graphic and sound assets. I create a new folder for my core stuff, and I will create a new folder for my data. So in core comes core will fit all the game mechanics and game stuff, and data will store all the user data and data properties, so save games, layouts maybe, yeah, basically this. So and assets will there will be graphics, textures, sound, maybe particles, shaders, or resources in general. So I think yeah, I always create a separate folder for the interface, because I want to separate my core mechanics from the interface as much as I can. Okay, map generation. Let's create a simple test level. Let's call it sandbox. I will put the sandbox directly in the root the root part, because it's just for the early start, and I will maybe delete it later anyway. So okay, what else do I need? So basically this was it. Yes. Okay. Sorry. The map generation works by there are 16 slots, so the map is 4x4 room slots, also 4 slots in width, 4 slots in height, and the game, or the map generator picks from predefined layouts and creates a path from bottom to top, and not filled in slots will get picked by random layouts. So to keep this simple for the beginning, let's create a basic black and white layout with collision, so that we can improve on this as we move along. Okay, so let's do this. What do we need? We need a library for the layouts. Let's create a new 2D scene. Let's call it map layout library. And then we will create tile maps on it, or will we create let's keep it simple and start with a basic tile map. All right, the cell size, that's one key aspect we have to decide earlier on. Was it 64 by 64 in Spelunky? I can find it out. Yeah, 64 by 64, and the characters are 80 by 80. So 64 by 64 it is. Okay, square mode pad, this is right. A tile set we have to create, but for this we need tiles. So let's fire up a sprite and create a basic black and white developer tile set. Oh, you can't see the window. Let me switch. 64, I want 10, 12 per row. Yeah, let's do it. No. New. Let's do a 1K map. All right. Let's change OBS. I'm sorry, I'm not that used to streaming, so bear with me when I'm not that fluid in using OBS. This looks nice. Okay, so we need to set up our grid. Grid. Where are you? Hello? Am I stupid? No, there it is. So 64 by 64 is our grid. So this is a tile, and then I always put in the pixel grid, and let's save this in the assets folder. Golanki assets. Let's call it textures, and this is our dev map tiles. Okay. So what do we need? The first one is a blank one. The second one is a solid. Let's do a solid color. Yeah, let's do an earth color here. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay, what else do we need for developing or for testing? I have a better idea. Let's do it really simple by using black, and why don't I have white on this? Yeah, black and white and a mixed one. So, and we can use this for triggers or for something special to highlight. And let's do another one with I'm sorry, with only white, and remove the black. So we can tint it in Godot later. Chuck. All right. So this is basically our development texture. Let's export it as a PNG file. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Okay. Where is my mouse? There's my mouse. Textures, dev map, and we will change the import stuff. Do we need mid maps, filters? Not for now. Not for now. Okay. Where is my scene tree? There's my scene tree. So we will create a new tileset, and we will load our texture into it. All right. And then we create a new single tile, which is, where can I change my snapping size? Hello, mister. There is pixel snap. And snap options 64 by 64. All right, then a new one, and a new one. So this should be it. We need collisions. So basically, this one won't have collisions. This one will have collisions. So this is a collision one, and this is a collision one. Hello? All right. This one has a collision, this one has a collision, and this has no collisions. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is rename my tiles. This is let's call it ground A, ground B, zone A, and zone B. No, here. All right. Ground A, ground B, zone A, zone B. And basically we can use it now. Yeah, this is everything we will need. All right, let's save this just to be safe. No, it's not part of the textures, it's part of... yeah, come. Dev map tilemap. So basically we can start to painting. And the colliders should already be created with this. Okay. How large is one chunk? We can look this up. Spelunky map chunk size. How much is one room? One room is... room size would be the one, blah blah blah. Level size and shapes. There it is. 16 subrooms. And a subroom is how large? I guess we have to count. So one room is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 by 8? Is this right? Seems so. Yes, 10 by 8. Two, 4, 6, 8. 6, 8, 10. So this is a room. Seems so small. 2, 4, 6, 8. No. So basically this is a room, and we create a lot or some of those presets, and so for example we create a room which connects to to the right, or which connects to the left, which connects to the bottom, which connects to the top. And then we will place those rooms next to each other to get the final map. So basically there is another one right here, right here, right here, 4 times, and 4 times to the bottom. Different kinds, of course. And yeah, so let's start with a simple one layout to create the just create a map so that we have something to see. All right, how will I group this? Because later on we will have a foreground, background, decoration, different kind of spawn probabilities. Will I group them now? Will I group them later on? Yeah, let's just name this 001 and come up with a naming scheme later on. All right. So we need to put this into. Is this part of the core, part of the data? It's part of the. I put it as part of the data because later on modding would be much easier, I guess. I put it as part of the core, and I can remove it later if I'd like to. Yes. All right. So we need a new. I never find the create folder button. Map layouts, and this is the map layout library 01. Okay, so this is completed, and now we can basically start to instance or duplicate each tile map into our world. So when we start the game, then each layout will be placed. But first add a camera. So this is the camera. Nothing by now. I don't need smoothing. Yeah, put it on. All right. All right. So what do we need? Let's keep it simple and clean it up later on, or clean it up when we want to clean it up. We need a map generator. Let's attach a script. Call it this needs to be done. Okay. So we need, what do we need? We need the layout library to pick from. So what else do we need? We need the how many rooms in column, and so this totals to 16 subrooms. What is wrong? What is your problem? I'm sorry, I'm juggling too much languages. Okay, we have the room layout, we have the how many rooms per column and how many rooms per row. So basically just start by instancing the rooms. So we need a new node 2D, and this is our map. So in the ready function, just we need to pick the first child and duplicate it and place it. Oh yeah, we need can I set up how much? Let's hard code it by now. So we pick the layout. For now, this is it's the first child. We duplicate it. And then we attach it to our map and place the position. And then we change the position. The position is I'm usually working in 3D, so bear with me. Global position, is it? Oh, right. So the row is room width times column is the X position, and the room height times row is the Y position. So basically this should work. Let's see how many errors, mistakes I did. Because we did not put the room layout library in. We where is it? Core map layouts. This is the library. So later on we can change the library for each level and maybe change the generator as well. So for each level or for each themed step of the game, a different layout and different algorithm can be used. So let's start it here. What is your problem? Oh, I need to instance it. Oh, okay. clean this up. This is the instance, and let's try it again. There it is. It only worked one time, but why? Let's have a look for column in rooms per column, for row. Oh yeah, global position. Let's use the debugger to see what's wrong. So the first one works, the second one works. Let's have a look here. So where is your transform? Position is 0.8. The position is 0.16. The position is 0.0. Oh, yes, I know what's wrong. Let's hardcode this for now. We need a tile size as well. 64 by 64. And tile size X and tile size Y. All right. Yay, it's a start. Seems to work. Let's create the possibility to change our camera. No, we don't need it right now. So basically we have the most simple population of our rooms, and then we can start to create new layouts that fit a certain scheme, and the generator will pick the layout that is best for the current situation. All right. So I need to go to the bathroom, and I will be back in a couple minutes. I'm sorry when I'm a little bit slow, but when I get into the flow, this will be much faster, I promise. The development. Hello, I'm back. I totally forgot to change my Steam title. Let's do this real quickly. Recreating a Spelunky clone using Godot engine. Alright, let's change the language to English. Where is it? There is it. And update. Okay. So, where did we? I need to change the current task because project layout has been done. Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. So the current task is first steps in map generation. All right. Okay, so we need several categories for our layout pieces. We need groups, at least layout groups. We can do this in different kind of ways. We can create subfolders or subnodes and put the layouts inside of them, or we could use scripts and custom properties. I don't think that you can add custom properties by default, only this kind of groups, which I'm not a big fan of because they are very intransparent. I use them programmatically, but not. You can get all nodes by group, but only in the whole scene tree, not for subnodes. We could use a layout script in here with exposed properties where we can attach the. I think this would be a nice solution, a visual solution for the start. That we will attach a script in here. Let's call this map layout library. This is a Node.d script. That's true. This is fine. And inside of this script, this is basically a data container script where we can attach node paths of our layouts to the different kind of groups. So let's do this. Export. We export an array of is it node path or is it pack? It's node path. Start layouts. So, and we need an array node path of exit layouts. Then we will need an array of node path has left exit. We need this for all 4 directions. Has right exit, has down exit, and has up exit. And the other stuff we will figure out when we need them. Oh yes, it's the wrong language again, I'm sorry. I hope my keyboard is not too loud. If so, just tell me. So, and what this gives us is that we can now, inside of this this node, we can start to put the layouts into it. So for example, if this is a start layout, we can, thank you. I think this is very inconvenient this way. Yeah, we can do it like this. And then we have a list of start layouts, and when we want to place the start, we can pick from the list of start layouts, for example. And the same for the other important layout types. If we keep it this way, we will see, but for now I think this is a quick and dirty visual solution to get momentum or to get started. So let's create some layouts. We can group, because we use the list, we can start to, no, we don't need to group it. Let's create a start zone. Add child node. No, just duplicate it here and create it start 001. Let's offset it so that we can, so that I can see what I'm doing. Please add snapping. Thank you. So this is my start layout. For a start, we always have a ground, and for now we have a roof. This and this, and then we can place trigger zones or door or objects in here that will get instantiated when we duplicate the node, I guess. So this is one layout. Let's do another one just to have some variation. So basically the difference is that it will have this closed and this open. Does this look right? Yeah, this looks right. So, and then we will need an exit. For now, duplicate this and call it exit. Exit. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put on the camera. So let's group this better. We need a node because we don't want to have start. Then we put out start inside here. Then another one. Exit. All right. And the benefit of this is we can now take the whole group and put it down. All right, we have our starts. we have, you are in the wrong position, my friend. It's here. This is the problem. This is the problem here. So basically, this was on the right position. No. All right. So this looks right. This looks not right. So you need to be way more down. Hello. Let's configure our snapping. Configure snap. Grid step is 64 by 64. And the pixel snap. So basically now we have tile snapping. All right. So this is correct. This is correct. This is correct. Looks fine. Okay. Now we have more layouts to pick from. Let's change our. No, we need to hook it up with the layout system. So exit layouts. We have how much? 2. We have the exit 1. We have the exit 2. So this is the start layouts. We have 2 start layouts to pick from. Start 1 and start 2. And we have general layouts. We will just create a new list here. Where we can place this little fella in. Just pick one layout. We have one. It's a little bit cumbersome right now. I don't think that we will keep this structure. At least not when we use the current development version and implement the real version. But the concept will be the same. Okay. So for now, let's just, oh, we didn't use seeding. Seed is 0. We need to set up the seed. Oh, we can do this in init, I guess. Let me have a quick look. A different project of mine. Because Godot is a little bit different than other engines when it comes to seeding and randomizing, so I just picked the one I used in my other project. Where is it? There it is. And it's in the sandbox level script. Basically, current level, there it is. Set up seed. Randomize. If not, we set a seed to a random seed. Okay, now we can We can use a random seed when we put it 0, and when we put it to something else, then it will use this seed. Okay. So let's create a rough room layout. So we don't pick. Should we do the critical path right now, or should we just test the layout system? No, I think we let me have a think for a minute. I want to keep it simple for the beginning, but I don't want to redo work later on, which is not necessary. There are so many possible ways how you can structure this. Let me think about it a little bit. I think we will create a new script, which is a reference script, and call it mapgen. So mapgen. So this is basically it, and everything here will be part of the mapgen. Where is my mapgen file? Yes. Class name mapgen. So this has the benefit that we can later on in scripts you can use mapgen.new without requiring or preloading the script file. So I will use the class name keyword here. So basically we need all the properties we already have by now. Does this work? Does Godot allow exports in references? Let's figure it out. So all right, basically we need one method, which is generate map, and a node where we instance it. Node to attach. This is a node 2D. And for now, we don't return anything. We could pass back some map generation information later on. We will see. So basically we do the same we did in here. But inside of here, and instead yes, so this is off. We need this little fella. Vector 2, and instead of attaching it to the map, we attach it to a node to attach, and inside here just create a new reference. Which should yield to the same result as before. generate map. So the only thing we forgot is map_room layout library. We need to put in our library, this one, and everything else should be working now. The same as before. With value of type packed scenes, invalid set index. Hold up a minute. Room layout lib. Room layout lib. Assert. How does the assert work? I love you. Little compiler. Let's clean this up first, so that I have my. Let's assert that. Why does my IntelliSense not work? Does it like this? I will use the docs. All right. Genau. We prove for true. So, all right. And here, room layout library instance. Okay, okay. It was a typo. Was it a typo? I don't know what you want from me. Map is here. We preload our scene. We instance it. What is your problem? Usually I don't have this kind of problems. In my language we have a saying for this. It's Vorführeffekt. Does it even go until then? Alright, lib is a, yeah, No, yes. Lib is instanced correctly. Email set index room layout lib on base G. Oh, maybe this is an editor issue because the class name keyword is bugged, but I don't think so. We'll see. Sometimes. Where is it? Let's start this and unstart this. It doesn't recognize our mapgen class name keyword. But why? Is it an invalid export type? Maybe. Why don't you recognize my class name? Is mapgen a reverse keyword? No, it recognizes it. That's strange. I never had this issue before. I think. Let's see. So, yes, continue. Alright, mapgen. Mapgen looks fine to me. Looks fine to me. Oh, I am so stupid. I'm sorry. So basically this yields to the same result. Oh, stuff like this will break my neck someday. Okay, all right. So we have everything in here, and we can start using the generator stuff, and we can create a critical path. Let's steal one of my utils function that I wrote. No, it's this one. Core, a new folder. Where are you? New folder. Utilities, and we will create a new script file. Call it int array 2D. It's a reference type. So basically, this script is a convenient class for 2D array accessment in Godot or in GDScript. It has utility functions like get neighbor cells, find value cells, etc. So stuff that you don't have in the default array object, array data type, and it has convenient functions for 2D arrays especially. Okay, So let's go back to our script. Where are you? Here are you. So what is the flow, the workflow? What is the workflow? We need to create a critical path. The critical path first of all, we need to store the information where the critical path is. So critical path map int array to d columns, rows and default. Okay. New. We have how much rows, how much do we have? This is rooms per column. And rooms per row. And default is with 0. We should store this into an enum, I guess. Enum critical path flex. So 0 is / empty. One start, 2 end, and everything else is a path node. Wrong language, I'm sorry. No, it's the other way around. My bad. 0 starts 1 and is 2, and everything else will fill. And we fill it with critical path flex empty. So basically we have a 2D map with everything 0 in it. Then we will have to pick the start point. So start point is rand e mod 4, and we will set value to I forgot which way around it is. Was it first column then row, or was it first column then row? The column is the start point, and the row is the first row. It's 0. All right. And then we have to pick if we go left or if we go right or if we go down, etc. pp. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just comment this out for now. All right. How do we start? While as long as we not complete, we start to fill our critical path map. current is 0. No. My brain is so broken today. The funny thing is, I already did this a couple of weeks ago, but just in 3D, but it's basically the same. Let's have a quick look to refresh my brain. All right. Basically, it's this. What did I do there? Y current value is not flag end. Yes. Ah, I remember. So the current X is the start point. Y is 0, and current value is was it end? Was it start? Start. 0 and 0 is start point, as far as I remember. Start. All right. We keep going as long current value is not critical path flags end. What do? We pick a direction. So let's say we have set up our start point somewhere on the top row. And then we have to determine if we can go left, if we go right, or if we go down. The first thing we do, let's do this very verbose and clean this up or shrink it down later or optimize it later. So again, left, current X is larger than 0, can right, current X is smaller than rooms per column -1, and can down, current Y is smaller than rooms per row -1. Okay, with this information we pick one of the direction. Let's favor each of them equally, or maybe put a favor into left and right before we can go down. Let's do it with a flag set. -0 is left, is right, is down. Do it like this. Let's use 1, 2, and 3 here. let's use an array for this. So if we can go left, we just put directions the flag for left inside, and we can do this twice, so left is favored twice. So the same for right. Directions, push back. Right was 2. I'm sorry. And we favor this twice as much. And the same for can down. Back and down was 3. So we favor left and right twice as much as down. It's push back, not pop back. I'm sorry, push back. All right. Then we have a list of possible directions. We shuffle them to randomize them, and then we pick the first one. And this is where we set the next position. So let's do this. Directions, shuffle, and next direction, chosen direction is directions push back. Pop. Let's use front. All right. If we couldn't pick anything, which should not be possible, but it can happen. No, it should not be possible. So we don't need a check for this. We can either go left or we can either go right. So we have a direction that we go to. Chosen direction equals to 0, then column x direction equals to 1 was right, current x y increases by 1. All right. So we set the current, we just set a flag, and we put a breakout condition on the start. Oh, I did a mistake here, because we need to, when we choose left or right, we have to keep into that direction. So can right, yeah. Let's do this as verbose as we did later on. So can right, we can only go right if the current x is greater than 0, and if the cell right to us is an empty cell. So we need to probe the critical path map, value, current x plus 1, current y is empty. Alright, so the same for can left. I did mix them around, but this is no problem. Rooms, column, -1, alright, and the current one is empty. And can down, if the current y is smaller than rooms per row, -1, and critical path map get value current x, current y plus 1 is empty. So can left, can right, and can down. So, all right. Now we need a jack. If directions empty, we break out because we don't know where to go. So we set the current value to end. What else? We pick our next. We took our next current value. All right. We need to change this around. Start is 0, so we can increment by 1. And the second room will be 3, the next room will be 4, and so on. Alright. We pick our current value. Current x, current y. At the end, current value increases by 1, and then we will set it. Critical path map point dot set value current x, current y, and the current value. And then we need a breakout condition. So at the ready. Rooms per row -1. Then we have a chance that we finish. The chance is 1 in 2. It's a 50% chance that when we are at the bottom row that we just stop there, or we try to go left and right. All right, so If not, we go the usual way. And if this gets to an end, either because we are at the bottom and did a breakout, or because we have nowhere else to go, then this while loop will be over, and this was it. So, okay, let's visualize this. Right, this is, where is my, there it is. And if we're done, we just return the critical path map. And in our generation, let's do this as a new function, create, come on. Create critical path. And then just for debugging, we print it. I think I have a convenient function for this. Get neighbors print map. Okay, let's see how many mistakes we did. Set value and base reference expect 3 arguments. Yes, you are right. Where are we? The critical path map, start point. The columns is this, the row is this, and we need a value. The value is the start value. And I created an endless loop. Why? All right. Current value is not critical path flex end. So we have our end condition here, and we have our end condition here. So we can only go right if the current x is not out of bounds, and the next one is not, the next one is an empty cell. Okay. Yes, this seems right. I don't need this. So does the current y increase? Yes. Zero is left. No. My bad. Right is 2. Down is 3. That's why we use enums. No endless loop. Okay, let's take a look. So, where is it? Empty is 0. Just ignore 0. Start is 2. End is 1. And everything higher than start is our path. Okay, so we start here. We go 1 left. We go 1 down. We go 1 down. We go 1 right. We go 1 down. And this is the end. This looks kind of right. Let's favor a more snaky all right, we start here, left, 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 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. And another one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Perfect. We have our critical path. And now we can start to populate our map with our critical path. Oh, sorry. Okay. Don't need a pretty print. Rows. All right, now we have to pick our layouts according to the value. Let's, one moment please. Let's go to our, where is it? Did I close? Oh, yes, I did restart the editor. Let's go to our layout library and change this one. Yes, this looks right. Then on the start, the start is always on top, so this is fine, and I think we have go down. Yeah, just this is fine for now, but the exit one did not work. The exit one has to be the difference, the others. Yeah. English is hard. All right. So this looks better. Okay. Back again to our map gen. We need to get the current value. Column row. And then we pick. If path flex start, then we pick a random map from our start layout. So start layouts. Did I call it like that? Start layouts, yes. So this will get from 0 to whatever the size is. Then we will pick this. Oh, this is an array, so what is the accessor for it? It's basically this. Get. Is there a get function for this? No. So basically the layout this, and the instance is layout duplicate. Yeah. All right. What is your problem? There is missing an equal sign. All right, and we need to do this, we need to do the same for the end. The end layouts. And for now, we just pick from the normal layouts. What did I call it? Just layout. Start, end, blah, blah, blah. All right. Width, column, tile size. So this should generate a more or less critical path random map. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's create some basic debug. Is there a translate function? There should be a translate function. Just for debugging purpose, so we can take a better look at the map. Down, it's the opposite. And up. Non-existent function. Let's Did I not hook up? Oh, it's fine. What is your problem now? It's a node path. it did work. Did it not? Did I accidentally delete something? No. The only thing I did was add the unhandled input event. Alright, let's see, did I do a mistake somewhere here? What was the error again? I have like a fish. Non-existent function duplicate in node path. Why are you a node path? Why are you a node path? The instance is null, this is fine. Random is 0, this is fine. Room layout lib is an object which has, oh, it's 0 here. I really did not hook it up. Strange, why did it work earlier? Just, no, it's fine. Did I not instance it? Already, preload, instance. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Alright, step over our lib. It's not instantiated because it's part of the ready function, I guess. Oh, I see. I see. No, there it is. Layout. It's not empty. Why? Alright, we have our critical path. The critical path looks fine. Does it? Where is the end? Oh, page. There is the end. Okay. Alright, the current value is 5. So it's on the top left, I guess. Random is 0 because we only have one, and room layout lib has our layout. This is the same. Our layout is, it's a node path for whatever reason. Oh, yes. No. Ooh. I see the problem. I see the problem. Is it relative? I think it's relative. Let's try this. Yeah, I can clean this up, but for now I just want to see if this was the problem. Alright, continue, continue. Okay. The translate function does not work. It's never used yet. Alright. So sandbox. Why? Problem after problem after problem, because I did start the wrong end layouts, start layouts. Oh, it's exit layouts. Where is it? Why did you not warn me much earlier? Why does the import event function not work? Did I not set this as current? Where is it? Yeah, it's working now. Okay. Let's increase this by a lot. And for the bleeding of the tiles, we figure this out later. So there is our start room. Then it goes. The problem is we only have one layout, but the end room is here. There it is. So we just have to connect the critical path with fitting rooms. So because we know the direction the path is going, because the old value is lower and the new value or the next value is higher, we know if we go top to bottom, left to right, right to bottom, etc. We have to pick a tile that fits into this spot, that suits this spot. So, for example, let's see, where is our map gen? So here in the else function, Um, because all the critical path flags are integers higher than the start, and this is for the rest, the randoms. So at this in this case we would fill this with shop rooms or random layouts. So now we have to figure out the directions. There are possible path directions. We can go from left to right, from left to down, from right to left, from right to down. These are all the possible directions. Okay, let's do this very verbose and test for it. War left to right. So it's a left to right situation if the left cell value is one below our value. It's a left to down situation what am I talking here? This is not correct. I need a pen. Let's see. I need a pen. All right. Let's see. This is our grid. There is this situation, this, left to right. Then there is this situation, right to left. There is this situation, left to down, this. This is our current value. We need to determine if our current cell needs an opening here, needs an opening here, and needs an opening here. Yes. This is a scenario, this is a scenario, and either of this is a scenario. So, do we need to know this specifically? Yes. We need to know what's coming next, and we need to know what's coming after us. So we just need to know, need write. We need a write if the critical path column +1 this is not true as well. Left to right. Grid. This looks more correct. Left to right, left to right. So this is basically the opposite. Is right to left is basically the opposite. Right, and left to down situation is basically critical path flex so left value and this is right to down. The right to down is if the column +1 is the last one and down is the next one. So these are the 4 possible directions. And now we need to flag and we need to find a suiting layout. So do we need to change this to left right, left right, and right left is the same. No, there is another combination. It's top to down. So if it's a pass through. So let's quickly create this before I forget it. From top to down. So is TDE. So let's take this one and its column and row -1 and row +1. So, all right. left, right, right, left. It's basically the same. So then it's left down, right down, and top down. And now we need to put in layouts that fit these criterias. Okay, let's do this. So left, right down, top down. Okay. So basically this fits for everyone, but let's create a couple of layouts. Move to all right. So this is an all direction one. Let's create a top to bottom one. This is this. Let's create a right to left and left to right one. No. Let's do this in here. This looks fine. And create what else do we need? Top to bottom, left, right, right, left, and the corner ones. So I need to duplicate the last one. So this will be a left to down. So we need to open it here, and we need to open it here. This can be something, and then this was a mistake, and then we need a right to down one. So this can be here and this can be here, and this can be something just for testing. All right, so and now we need to fill up our lists. I don't think I can collapse this. Okay. Left, right. How many do fit the left, right criteria? 1, 2. One, two. These two fit the left, right criteria. So the first one, it's this one, and the second one is the third one, this here. They fit the left, right. So, and left, right, right, left, it's the same. Okay, which one meet the left down criteria? The left down is the first one, and this one. So again 2, the first one and the fourth one. All right, right down, right down, right down, right down. So right down is basically the same. It's the first one and the last one. And the top down is these two. Top down. first one, the second one, and for random layouts we just fill it with these 5. I'm sorry. So the first, the second, the fourth, and this one. All right. And now we pick accordingly. First of all, let's clean this up. Layout, layout, layout. Right. All right. And then we just pick the correct one. Let's clean this up a little bit. For left to right, we do left right is left right. Or the same for right left. For left right, right left. The next one is left down. For left down is left down. I already forgot. Left down, right down, top down. All right. Left down, left down. The same for I did left down, right down, right down, right down, and the last one top down, top down. Where is it? My brain is a little bit broken. I need to drink some water. All right, top down, top down, top down. These are ellipses. Ellipse for scenarios or 5 scenarios. That's it. This should work. All right, let's see. Wrong scene. All right, so let's see, where is our start block? This looks wrong. This is our start block. And our start block is not set up correctly. Where are the start blocks? The start blocks are here. Let's make sure that our start blocks can go to all directions. So we just have a variation. All right. Usually we could flag those start points to a left, right, left, top, down, etc. And then we can pick a start point that is fitting. But for now we just make it generic so that it will fit always. And the same for the end one. The exit one needs some gaps here. This was wrong. No, this was correct. And some exits here. Why not? All right, let's try this again, but one thing, because float with vector 2. Why zoom a vector? Okay. Let's do it like this. Okay, this works. So, where is our start? Our start is here. So, we should have a path to reach the end. So, here, this works, this works, this works. This is down. I don't know what's wrong here. But it goes here, then here, and this is our exit. What's wrong with these rooms here? Okay. Let's where is our critical path? Let's just see if this is correct, what it did here. So it starts on the top right, on the 2, then left is possible. I think I'm off by 1. Okay, left is possible, left is possible, left is possible, down is possible, right is possible, down is possible, and then there's the exit. So this basically is the Spelunky room generation in a nutshell. And we can improve on this concept after I figured out what's wrong here. But basically this is it. We create additional room layouts, tag them with the needed information. So left down, down right, etc. Trap room, and then we add variation to the rooms itself. So for example, we can place an enemy spawner on the tile map, an enemy spawner trigger that has a chance of 10% that this kind of enemy will spawn there, and the map generator will evaluate those generator chances and spawn an enemy or not. But this is this is basically the same mechanism that we can improve on. Alright, I will do a quick drinking break and then I will clean up this mess here. I think I'm off by one here, that it's overwriting. I will see. Yeah, this looks like an off by one. So basically this one is this one. Okay, I will figure this out. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So I'm back. Let me figure this out, or let me try to figure this out why. I'm sorry. Let me do something real quick here. No. Where is it? There is it. All right. Let's first and foremost this is empty cell, so I think this is the problem because we don't have a left. It gets a -1, but let's, where was it? We need an else. Else we just pick one random room. So this should be much better now. Let's see. Yeah, okay, this problem is gone. All right, let's evaluate this. It starts top right and goes left, then goes left, then goes left, and here is a problem. It does not go down, or it cannot go down. But here's an entrance, but this one is wrong. So it should pick a top right. I missed some conditions. I missed the top left and the top right. Top right. +1. All right. Do we need new categories for this? Yes. Yes, yes, we do. Top left and top right. Okay, top left. Which one suits our top left scenario? Not a lot, only this one. I guess we create one for this. Yeah. 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 Just create one. Whoop. Where are you? There are you. All right. So this will be our top left. Our top left. So here is an opening and there is an opening, and then we can just create some obstacles in here. And we need a top right. Oh no, let's make this closed. And our top right. Let's clean this up a little bit. So this must be closed, this must be opened, and basically create a little cave in here. So this is fine and this is fine. All right, so now top left we have two, the first one, and top left is the last one of this, from top to left and from top to right, the first one, the generic one, and the last one. All right, and then we will add the two new to our resource. This looks fine, I guess. Let's see. First of all, I need to turn on this. And then I need to check this out if this works. So, whoop. Let's see. Why does it always start here? Maybe it's the same path. Does the seeding not work? Let's see. We start it again. It's the same path. It's always the same path. Why is it always the same path? Does my seeding not work? Setup. Randomize. Oh, yes, I see. The seeding did not work. And again. Now this path looks different. Oh, did I flip it? All right, it starts here. This is the start. Then it goes right. It goes down. There is a problem here. Why? So, why did it choose a top down? Let's see. Where did I mix it up? Yeah, because I am stupid. All right, we need this condition and this condition. This is a top left. And a top right. Okay, here we go again. Let's see. Here is the start room. And I think this was my mistake because the start rooms does not, the layout from the start room is wrong because start room to down is not supported properly or does not fit. We need to make sure in our generation later or in our layouts later that always the same tiles are not occupied. So in this example, the tile for top to right in this case has the opening here, but our start tile does not fit this configuration. So we need a proper starting tile for this. But let's just assume that it did. So it goes here, this is fine. Then it goes right, this works, jump, 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 right, this works as well, down, right, down, left, left, and is this the same problem? This is a mistake here. So the right to left did not work because it's the ending condition. We need to test not only for the ending condition, not only for the next value, but for the ending condition as well. Let's do this. And we need to clean this up. This is a mess. We need to clean this up. This is a mess. Critical path flags end. Right. And the same for everything in here. We need to clean this up. I need to clean this up. First of all, let's get rid of those tabs. This is a mess. Let's do this quick and dirty, and I will clean up the stuff later. I hate you, Godot editor. Right, and where is my multi-line edit? So this is not nice, but it will do what we want, I think. And again, correct, 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 booms, and Correct, 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 correct. 3 times the jump. Correct, 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 and finish. Yeah. I think this is basically it for the map generation. Let's see, where's the start? The start is here. Correct, 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 and finish. Yeah, this is basically the same problem as I told earlier. Our layout does not support the configuration from top to. But this basically is correct as well. All right, all right. Now it's time to clean this up. Now it's time to clean this up. Let's clean this up. First of all, this. worries, I will clean this up later. I will clean this up more, but I will do it step by step so that I don't break the algorithm that much. Where was I? Next value and right value, next value, and the last one is, let's do the right values. No, top to right. Right value, left value, down value, down, left, right. So this is a little bit more compact. I could simplify, or I could group this stuff and this stuff, but let's just double check that I did not accidentally break something. Hold up, where is my, oh, I'm in full screen. One moment please. There it is. So let's do a quick check from here to 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 here. Fine. So I think I did not break it. How can I simplify it much more? I could introduce those, but it's fine. I could group this, but this is verbose. We don't miss anything. It's more or less easy to read. This is fine. All right, this one I could simplify in the, with a helper function. But why as well? It's easy to read. You know what it does. So I guess this is, no, I need this as well. This is fine. I don't see anything that problematic here. Fine. I could assert. Do I need to assert them? Yes, let's do this. Assert rooms per column größer null. Greater than null. Greater than 0. Assert rooms per row greater 0. Assert room width. A room should at least be 9 tiles. With 9 tiles you can create almost all combination. Alright, and the tile size. y, and then we need to assert that our room layouts are not empty. Can we do this? Are they instantiated already? Yes, we can do this. Left, right, left, down. Left, down, left, right, down, top, down. Right, down, top, left, top, right. And the generic one, layout. So this should, for example, let's do the arrow here. Let's just change, for example, this to 0. Then we should see an assertion error. Assertion failed. This is fine. And the same is if we accidentally create a new layout map, and then let's pick one. Let's pick an easy one. These are the start layouts. Let's clear them. Let's say we accidentally cleared this. We should see an assertion. Oh. Why? Huh. My assertion. Does the not keyword not work in assertions? Strange. This assert does not work for whatever reason. Does this work? This should throw an error. No. Why does the assertion not work? I have access. Maybe because it's, I don't know. It's not that important. Maybe this isn't bug. Maybe this is a bug. I don't know. This assertion basically does not work. Maybe assertion does only work with if the condition is false and error is generated. Only executes in debug builds or running game. Use it for make sure. I'm so stupid. Yes, assertion failed. Room 8. It's free. Yes. Start layouts is empty. All right, let's pick the start layouts. What are the start layouts? This one is a start layout, and this one is a start layout. And we cleaned up a little bit. So first of all, let's fix those flickering. Does it occur here as well? Yes. So basically what we can do is first of all we could use a gap around our tileset to prevent bleeding, but for now where is my mouse? Give me my mouse, thank you. We can enable pixel snap for now. Where is it? Pixel snap here. We will see if this will get us problems with mid mapping and filtering later on. Yes. Whoop. And this problem is gone for now. This is the problem. I don't know if you can see this on the video. With pixel snap enabled, you will get a small stepping effect. I don't know if you can see it on the video. We will see when we use actual textures and not only black and white. Maybe we can set up the smoothing a little bit better, but basically this is our map. Where is the start point? This is the start point, down. Perfect. All right. Now the next thing we can do is we could continue with this. We can continue using this. So we can develop, for example, the movement, because the collision and stuff is already working by now, should work. But we can test this, or we could improve the map generation for more variation, or we could create the textures. So many options here. I think we will continue with the dev textures a little bit more before we start drawing our own our final textures, because the variation stuff and the layout generation and the layout creation work we can only do when we have final textures, because we need to know the variations of our tiles, the wood tiles, the dirt tiles, where are traps. So I think that we will use these development layouts, until we created the other components, or at least a certain part of the other components, and then start a complete session only with layout creation. I think this will be the best approach, because we can do better layouts if we know what components we have. And if we do the layouts now and then we will add the traps, then we have to go into the layouts and we add the traps, then we create enemies, we have to alter the enemy spawners in the layouts. So I think we keep continuing development with the dev layout map, with the black and white, or yeah. So let's see. Map generation is done. So basically the next step would be character movement. But I think this will be it for today, and we can start the character creation as the main focus point in the next session. All right, thank you all for watching. I don't know when the next stream is, maybe tomorrow evening, about 8 local time, I don't know, but most certainly on the weekend. Yeah, we will see. Thank you all for watching. I hope my English was good enough to understand, and everything was understandable for now. If you have any questions, I will upload this video to YouTube as well, and just ask me the questions in the chat or on the Reddit forum, subreddit forum. All right. Have a nice day, nice evening, whatever, and see you later.